I know everybody's watched their video and they're wondering what's going to happen next, so I decided I'd come out and read about Skeleton Creek in front of Citico Creek. Right now, Citico Creek is in flood zone, so that's kind of cool. You can hear the creek roaring in the background. That's called ambiance, kids. Okay, so here we go. Monday, September 13th, 11 p.m. Sarah went to the dredge without me that night. What was my excuse? Homework. She knew it was a lie, and I knew it was a lie, and instead of being mad, Sarah went ahead without me like she always did when I balked at an opportunity for adventure. Did I get any homework done? No, I just waited for her to get back, for her to send word that she was okay. Then the password appeared in my inbox. I was glad to know Sarah was safe, but I didn't know what to make of the creepy video she'd sent me. I watched it about 10 times that night. I sat at my desk wondering if it was something she'd concocted to scare the wits out of me. That would have been expected since I'd refused to go with her into the woods. She was always doing that, hoaxing me into feeling guilty. The next morning, I walked down to her house with the intent of congratulating her on giving me a good scare. I wanted to know how she'd gotten the effect of the scary face in the window, but the conversation didn't go as I'd expected. "You think I made it up?" she said, like she couldn't believe I'd even think such a thing, like she hadn't done it to me a million times before. I thought it was still part of the act. "Don't get me wrong," I said. "It's some of your best work. You really scared me with those gear sounds and what was that, a man in the window? You must have had help from someone. Who helped you?" She shook her head. I can remember it so clearly. "All I did was walk into the woods with my camera. No one helped me do anything." "You're serious?" There had been a long pause, followed by a familiar look of determination. "If you don't believe me, let's go back tonight and you can see for yourself." If this were a video, not a journal, I'd have to stop. I'd have to rewind. I'd have to play that line again. "If you don't believe me, let's go back tonight and you can see for yourself." And again. "If you don't believe me, let's go back tonight and you can see for yourself." I didn't know what it would lead to. How could I have? She didn't even ask. It wasn't, "Do you want to go back tonight and see for yourself?" No, she was smarter than that. She didn't give me a chance to say no. "If you don't believe me, let's go back tonight and you can see for yourself." We watched the video twice more on her laptop, and both times a chill ran up my spine. It seemed real, and usually when I called Sarah's bluff, she admitted it. Besides, I asked myself, how could she have created something so elaborate and so real? Even for someone of Sarah's editing skill, it seemed impossible. I believed her. "Tonight at midnight," she said. "Meet me at the trailhead and we'll go together." "You're sure about this?" "Are you kidding? This town is mind-numbingly dull. We're going to die of boredom if we're not careful. Finally, something interesting is happening. Imagine what a great story this will make. All this stuff we're digging up and now this weird, I don't know what to call it, this phantom at the dredge. It's not a question of whether we want to go back or not. We have to go back." This was Sarah at her most persuasive. She said it with such urgency, no doubt because it involved her filming, the main thing that took the edge off her boredom. I have a theory about this. I think what I do is safer than what Sarah does. I can write about whatever I want, monsters, ghosts, arms falling off, people buried alive, and it doesn't matter what I write because it all comes from the safety of my own imagination. But filming requires that there be something to film, and that has a way of leading into real danger. It certainly did for us. I really need to sleep now. Tuesday, September 14th, 1:25 a.m. But I can't sleep. It's not the disturbing sound of rusted gears set in motion, though I keep hearing them, or the moving shadows in the upper room of the dredge. I have decided that I hate shadows. What scares me the most is listening to Sarah. I can hear the fear in Sarah's voice. Up until I saw that video, I'd never heard her sound like that before. She just doesn't get scared. When she purchased her first video camera, Sarah interviewed a drifter walking through town. This was a terrible idea. The man was not well dressed, to say the least. All of his possessions were tied to his back in black plastic garbage bags, and he carried a sign that read, "Los Angeles, if you please." Sarah talks to strangers all the time without thinking twice about it.